Unit 1. Listening. FCE, Part 3. Multiple matching.
After we got the invitation, my mum and I kept having big rows about what I was going to wear for the big event. She's always criticising me for my taste in clothes, and she'd bought me this long, bright red dress to wear on the day. Of course, I refused. I went instead in a short black skirt, trainers, and a sports top, thinking I'd look really cool and trendy. But of course, when we got to the church and I saw all the other guests in their smart new clothes and expensive hats, I just felt really stupid and embarrassed. The bride and groom looked quite surprised when they saw me, so I spent most of the time at the reception trying to avoid them.
We really had no other option but to send her home to get changed, dye her hair back and take out the nose stud. We have rules, and the rules are there to prepare young people for the reality of the world of work. I don't know of many jobs where you could turn up with shabby old clothes, green hair and a pierced nose. We insist on uniform from the first day until the last, and that includes sitting your GCSE exams. It's unfair on other candidates who respect the regulations, and distracting for them at a time when they need maximum concentration.
Indeed, attitudes to women were already beginning to change. In 1919, the young French star, Suzanne Lenglen, caused a sensation at the British Championships by wearing a calf-length, sleeveless dress. Her unconventional yet practical clothing shocked spectators, who were used to seeing women play in the long, heavy dresses which were typical of that period. As a result, Lenglen attracted the kind of attention from the world's press which was normally reserved for the stars of the silent movies. She silenced her critics, however, by beating her opponents and going on to win several major titles.
He clearly has ability. You only have to look at his examination results to see that. And he used to live in France, which means he probably wouldn't mind changing countries if we needed him to. No, what concerns me is his appearance. If he's prepared to turn up for something as important as this, wearing what can only be described as casual clothes, what would he be like with our clients? If he really is a serious candidate, and we decide to take him on, then he will have to get used to wearing something a little more formal.
They had to have their little joke, didn't they? Jane's having a little celebration at her house for her coming of age, and she wants everyone to go in fancy dress, that's what they said. So, I thought about it for ages, what I was going to go as and everything. I spent more time thinking about my costume than about what present I was going to get for Jane. Of course, when I turned up at the house dressed as Coco the Clown and everybody else was wearing normal clothes, I don't know who was more surprised, me or Jane.